no, you can see all the junk in my background. Oh no, I have to remove that. That. Good morning, everyone. Where am I looking? Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my. No, how do I do this intro? I've not done this in so long. Good morning, everyone. My name is Aka, and welcome to my channel. So, first things first, the yard beside mine, my neighbor, they're constructing a house, so they've brought in this concrete mixer. So they have that thing going almost every single day, and it's so noisy. I'm not sure if you can hear it in the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop filming right now, watch the footage I've just shot now, and hear if the noise is that bad. If it is, I might have to move. Let's just move. Okay, I've watched the footage back, and it seems the sound is okay. You can't really hear the noise. So today I am shooting from a different device. I usually shoot with my iPhone, but I love Samsung phones. I love the picture quality. I love the color. Unfortunately, the Samsung that I have had since 2018 finally died. So I was forced to get a new phone. The thing with me is I don't believe in buying whatever new product a company puts out. Even if I had $1 million, I probably would not do that. I'm a practical person. If something works, there's no need to replace it. So this phone had been working just fine all these years until one day it just stopped. And as is my experience with Samsung phones, this tends to be what usually happens. I had a Note 4 before. The screen just went black and died, and replacing a Samsung screen is so expensive. You're better off just buying a new phone, really. So I got the Note 8 Plus. Was it? No, the S8 Plus. I had the S8 Plus. That's the one I had since 2018, and that's the one that died. And now I got a new S10. So I'm a single parent. I don't have S22 kind of money. So this has to do. And so far I'm enjoying the picture quality. The sound is really good as well. So today is actually the first time I'm using my Samsung phone to film a YouTube video. I've also noticed that the sound is decent, so I haven't even attached any microphone or any exterior audio source to it, and so far it's doing just fine. So yeah, that's why, if you notice there's a slight difference in the quality, the colors, that is why, and perhaps even the sound, that's why. So today is Friday, the 29th of July. So you guys have not seen me since May. And I promised myself that I was going to be consistent. So this is like I did not anticipate that I'd take such a long break. But what actually happened is that my sister had surgery in May, and she has a little baby, an 8-month, well, at the time she was, I think, 7 months old, I think. So my sister had surgery, so I invited her to move in with me so that I could help her look after the baby and also help look after her. So she stayed for a few weeks, I think about 7 weeks. So I was quite busy with taking care of my sister and taking care of my kids, taking care of my other daughter. In our Zambian culture, your sister's children are your children. So really, technically, there's no such thing as a niece from your sister's side. So my child, so she's also my daughter. So I've been busy taking care of all my children and also helping take care of my sister. Of course, this was with the help of my mom and my other little sister. Yeah, so that's why I have been gone for so long. And after she left, it's not easy to get back into the groove of things. I was still like trying to sort out things just on the home front, get everything organized, and I'm finally able to actually make a video today. One of the main reasons the time is, it's 10 in the morning and I just got out of bed. If you know me, you know I like to get up very early. It's just something I enjoy doing. Although I will say, with the winter, even I have been reluctant to get out of bed, but this getting out of bed at this time is very strange for me. I don't remember when the last time I was in bed for this long was. Probably, I don't know, 8 years ago maybe, before I had my son. So the reason that I'm able to get out of bed at 10 in the morning, me, is because my kids are at my parents' house. For the first time, both of them have gone to grandma and grandpa's to spend a few days there. Of course, they've gone with my other little sister. I'm going to introduce you to her. She stays with me, helps me out with the babies, and she goes to school. She's in 11th grade, but she's super helpful, great kid. Yeah. So on Wednesday, I took them to my parents' house. All three of them, including my little sister. She's 16. And I was anticipating that there'd be some serious issues because my daughter is very attached to me. It's been the two of us since she was born. I've been her sole caregiver since the time she was born until now. So she's very close to mommy, and she has always been reluctant to go for sleepovers like her brother does. My son goes nearly every weekend to his grandparents, and he spends all his nostrils, he spends all his holidays at their house. But my daughter just wants mommy. The only way she'll go is if mommy goes, and now that defeats the purpose because mommy needs some herself time. These past few weeks I've noticed that I have been just really exhausted, and just I've not been very productive because I've been feeling so exhausted from just, first of all, it's been winter, which means the days have mainly been gray and gloomy, and I do not enjoy let me just say, I hate the winter. I hate it. And you know, I don't use the word hate loosely. I hate winter. I hate feeling cold. I hate not seeing the sun. I hate how the lack of sun just drains my energy. I hate that. So I've been dealing with the winter blues, and then also my daughter is going through, her little no phase. Whatever you tell her, it's no. And then just life in general, responsibilities of just being a mom and being like an adult, the whole, adulting thing. And yes, I have been mentally, I've just been struggling. I've really been struggling, not even going to lie. I've been struggling, and I've been finding myself in a bad mood. Not necessarily in a bad mood, but just my patience is not as I would prefer it to be. I've been hanging on by a thread, and I'm not exactly one to drink alcohol. It's not really my thing, but I have had to have a glass of wine in the evening every now and then these past few weeks, just this sort of, I don't know, like to mellow me down a little bit. I needed this break. In all honesty, I have needed this break for a long time. Actually, the ideal for me would be to go on vacation all by myself. Just me, myself, without anyone else. That would be perfect for me. Just to have a weekend away on my own, somewhere nice, somewhere pretty, somewhere preferably with water. That is my ideal, and I'm going to try and make that happen. And the thing is, each time I think of doing such a thing, I feel guilty. I feel bad because my children would also enjoy to experience going out by the river and just the whole vacation experience, and I'm definitely going to make that happen for them. But I need it for myself. If I'm going to be a good mother, a good daughter, a good sister, a good friend, I need to take care of my own mental health and my own physical health. So yeah, I really appreciated this time that the children have been at my parents. So the first night, my daughter did fantastically because I've been preparing her for this for weeks. I've been saying, oh yeah, are you ready to go to grandma's for a sleepover? And she would say, no, I'm not ready. So I'd respect her not being ready and would postpone. And I'd say, oh, are you ready to go this week? And she'd say no, and I'd be like, oh, that's fine, we'll go when you're ready. And finally this Wednesday she decided she was ready. So I took her and her brother and my little sister, and the first evening apparently she did great. She didn't cry, she didn't even ask for mom. She is very close to my mom actually. She's grandma's baby. She always says she's grandma's baby. My son, surprisingly, is the one who was a bit difficult. He was crying for mommy, which is very strange because he's used to not being with me all the time. He's always at his grandparents' house, so that was a bit, but my dad is not home at the moment, so I suspect that might have something to do with that because he's very close with my dad. So yesterday I got a video, and my sister sent me a video of what they'd been up to, and apparently grandma is letting them play with mud. They are muddy, they're jumping in puddles and playing with mud, and they're just so messy. If they were here, I would not be very happy about it, but I wouldn't stop them. They do it here as well. So they're enjoying themselves at grandma's. Grandma buys them whatever snacks they want. They're spoiled by the grandparents, just to be honest. So I was supposed to get them back today, to go pick them up today, but yesterday was Thursday, so I didn't manage to get anything done, honestly. It's one of those things where I found myself just sitting there and not knowing what to do with my time, because I'm so used to being the mom and to taking care of them and to doing activities that have to do with them and their well-being and their happiness and just them. So having this time to myself has just been very strange. So I found yesterday was just a day of just figuring out what the hell to do with my time. So I asked my mom if it's possible for her to have them until Sunday, because realistically yesterday was pretty much a wasted day. I didn't do anything productive. I didn't make a video, I didn't edit, I didn't do anything. So today I wanted to be really productive, and to be honest, I was supposed to wake up at 5, and I did wake up at 5, but it was dark outside and it was cold and my bed was warm and I was enjoying myself, and I just said, you know what, Aka, just let the day flow. Just let it flow. Don't feel guilty about not wanting to go and work out, go for a run. Enjoy. So I stayed in bed, and I stayed until 10, and then I got out of bed, and then I washed my face and brushed my teeth, and here we are. So yeah, that's one thing that struck me about motherhood. I don't know about fatherhood. I don't have an experience being a father. I don't know. But yeah, with motherhood, a lot of your identity tends to be attached to being a mother. I've observed that about myself. And I think I've talked about this in other videos, the importance of just finding things that interest you, things that make you happy, things that give you happiness, give you joy, outside of being a mother. And yeah, yesterday I was confronted with that. I had to confront it myself, because honestly, between being a mother and between dealing with my ex, who just really messed me up, let me say this properly. Between being a mother and between dealing with my ex, who played a huge role in I don't know how to put this in such a way that it sounds intelligent. But the truth is, he did not contribute positively to my mental and emotional well-being. So I almost feel like he hindered my personal growth in some way. He hindered my personal growth in the sense that before I met him, I knew who I was, I knew what I wanted, I knew what made me happy, I knew what was acceptable, I knew what wasn't. But after meeting him and going through the whole separation with him, all those things were just blurred out. I can't really identify who I was before. Of course, I understand that as human beings, we're always evolving. So the things that made me happy, or that I identified with 9 years ago, are different from now. But it's different when the things that you knew about yourself are totally eroded, and now you're left with this just very messy lines. and so now you have to almost start from scratch. It's different if you're building from something and evolving while seeing what things were before. I don't know if this is making sense. In my mind it's making sense, but I don't know. I hope someone kind of understands what I mean. So yeah, that sort of stored my personal growth. And of course, being a mother as well, that is pretty much like a tornado that gets thrown into everything. Even if it weren't for my ex, that would definitely play a role on just how shaky I am right now. But the ex thing really did not help at all. So yeah, so between those two things, I've kind of, Aka got lost. Aka is lost, and I'm looking for Aka. If you know where she is, let me know. We need to talk. But yeah, it gave me something to think about, to figure out all those things about myself. And I know it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. But at least I am willing to explore that more and to be more intentional about figuring myself out. I'm not just going to let it happen. Oh yeah, Aka likes this. Oh, okay. I'm going to go out of my way to try new things and figure out what I like, what I don't, what I will tolerate, what I will not, and that sort of thing. Oh no, I was about to say something. Gone. So, oh yeah, I wanted to talk about, last week I went to a memorial for my former lecturer, my supervisor. He supervised me during my master's, Dr. Wanga Chakaneka. The man was phenomenal. There is no human being that I have met who comes close in comparison to him. He was a unique human being, and he also, to me, he gave me very much father figure vibes. Now, as you know, I have a really fantastic dad. He's always been present in my life. He's always been supportive of all my shenanigans, everything. And we've always had an open channel of communication. My dad and I talk about everything and anything. In fact, even when I was dealing with my ex, there were moments when moments of weakness where I thought, you know what, when he was trying to come to reconcile, I was thinking, you know what, maybe I should just reconcile with this man, just, you know, for the sake of saving face. Like, you know, being divorced or being separated or just whatever, being divorced in our society is something that is really frowned upon, and that women especially are judged on. It's like publicly admitting that you failed at something. So no one wants to go through a divorce. No one wants to be a divorcee. No one wants to be a single parent. You don't want that. Even as you get married, that is not your goal. So I was thinking, let me just give this guy a chance, even if this marriage is a sham, but at least to other people it will still look legitimate. But my dad was adamant about not letting that happen. He snapped me back to reality. He told me that this person, he actually said, you know, he said, Akambia, I'm a man. I know how men think. And by the way this man has acted, this is who he is. The person that you knew before, that was not who he was. That was acting. But what you have seen now, how he has behaved, how he has treated you, how he has treated your family, how he has treated your son, all these things are who he is. That is the real him. Because you only know the true character of someone when they're going through a hard time, or you find yourselves on opposing sides of an argument or a situation. That's when the true someone shows up. So my dad said to me, this is who he is. He has shown you who he is. He is not going to change. And if you decide to reconcile with this person, it's not going to be real. It's going to be a sham. My dad advised me against any form of reconciliation with him, because he had behaved in just such a vile and nasty way. And I choose not to go into details for the sake of the children, but his behavior was truly abhorrent, and just no one would accept that. And yeah, so my dad counseled me in that way, which, you know, gave me the strength to do what I knew I had to do. Even though, is this thing straight? It doesn't look straight. Yeah, so my dad gave me the encouragement to do what I had to do and to resist the urge to get back with him just for the sake of, you know, what will people say, looking good aesthetically, the whole, you know, family thing going. So yeah, I have a fantastic father. So for me to say that my lecturer was such a fantastic man just shows you just what an extraordinary person he was, because I hold my dad in such high esteem, and I hold him almost as highly as I hold my former lecturer, almost as highly as I hold my dad. To me, he was actually like he was like a second father, because I struggled a lot when I was doing my master's, and several times I wanted to give up. It was so much pressure. I had the myomectomy surgery. First of all, I had the C-section, and then the myomectomy surgery, and then I had the newborn, and it was just so much pressure. And there are several times when I just wanted to give up, but Dr. Chakanika would not allow me to give up. I learned so much from him, not just academically, but also life lessons, and just how to deal with people, how to interact, how to have a positive attitude. That man always found something positive in everything. He didn't believe in wallowing in misery for too long. He believed in smiling and laughing and having fun. Oh, I'm not going to get emotional. No. Anyway, I went to his memorial last week. He passed away last year, 5th July. So it's been a year since he passed, and oh man, many people have equated his death to the burning of a library. A library is filled with books, it's filled with knowledge, information, history. Libraries hold so much of our history, our present, our culture, so much invaluable information. And when he died, it's like someone burnt down this huge library filled with all this information and all this education, and we'll never get that back. It's gone, and that's really sad. And actually, the first time my son saw me cry in his life was last year when I found out that my lecturer died. I was just so devastated, and it kind of threw me into this spin of just nothing made sense. And it took a long time to actually recover, and now I can even talk about this without crying. So that's progress. Yeah, so one of his friends was talking about how the Dr. Chakanika asked him who he was. Who are you? That was very interesting. Who are you? And you know, that seems like a simple question. It's actually not as simple as it appears. Who are you? How can someone identify or describe you to someone else? So our identity is drawn from our names, or our name. So you know who I am because you know my name is Akambia. So if someone says, oh, do you know Akambia? You know that's me. It's also drawn from how we speak. How we speak tells people where we come from. Usually, ideally, you know someone is from Ireland based on how they speak, from Scotland based on how they speak, from Zimbabwe. Zimbabweans have a very distinct accent. You know this person is Zimbabwean. Nigerians as well, very powerful, very deep accent. You know where they come from. So we must all have an accent or a way in which we speak that ties us to who we are. That was pretty deep to me. That was pretty deep. Another thing is how we dress. That's another identifying fact. And there are just so many other things. So it was interesting to me to explore this question, who am I? Aside from being a Kambia, aside from being Zambian, aside from, you know, who else am I? What other things help others identify who I am? What other things root me or ground me to being me? That is a challenge I'm giving to you. If you're watching this video, I challenge you to answer the question, who are you? Who are you? Write down the things that you are. And I think that's very important in growing as a human being, as a person, even developing. It's important to figure those things out, because when you know who you are, you can also figure out who you want to be. So you make modifications to try and, you know, steer yourself to who you want to be. Yeah, so I just wanted to come here and quickly make this video for you. Just a quick video just to say hi, to tell you where I've been, and yeah, just to catch up with you guys. I've noticed that the numbers have grown, you guys. I'm very surprised because I've not been consistent for 2 months, but the numbers are growing, and mainly it's because of my mom. My mom tells everyone she meets about my channel and gets them to subscribe. I'm not good at selling myself. Oh man, I'm actually quite horrible about it. I avoid talking about myself whenever possible, and I don't know, you know, sometimes it's just strange, you know, like when people watch your videos, it's like but yeah, I'm trying to get better at that. So my mom has really been so encouraging, and my dad watches all my videos, and then he gives me critiques on what I need to improve on and what. So currently his main thing is don't wear makeup, just be your natural self. He says it's a deterrent, first of all, to myself, because if I want to make a video and I think, oh man, I have to wear makeup, oh, never mind, I'll do it tomorrow. So like in that way, it's discouraging. And also to the viewer, if you wear too much makeup, this is his opinion, like it just does not seem as relatable. So I've been trying to follow his advice. He also critiques me on what footage I should get, which one I shouldn't, what areas I need to focus more on. Before my very long hiatus, he would call me every Sunday, where's the video? I've not seen an upload, where's the video? So my parents are very supportive of me doing YouTube and sharing, and you know, they're actually encouraging me just to expand more, and in fact even to engage more with you guys by having some of you come on the channel and tell me your story. Tell me what your life story is. Tell me what you want other people to know about you, and then we'll use this platform to just interact and support each other. So if you have a story that you'd like to come and talk about on my channel, please feel free to do so. You can send me a DM on my Instagram. You can also send me an email. I'm going to put the email in the description. Where else can you find me? You can find me on TikTok. I'm not that active on TikTok. I'm an active watcher, but I don't do as much content, and I'm going to improve and do more of that, because I understand that TikTok is a huge platform, a huge way to reach more subscribers and just interact with people. So yeah, this is the direction we're trying to take now with this channel. We want to bring, you know, others to tell other people's story. You guys have heard my story, you've heard me introduce myself, you know, like what Akambia is about. Now I want to know your story. Just let's come on the show and let us chat, let us get to know each other, and let the world hear your story, because I think everyone's story is important, because there is value in it and there is something that can be learned from it. So I encourage you to reach out to me, and then we make a plan. You come, tell your story, and yeah, we help each other, we support each other, we help each other heal. On that note, I will be signing off. I'm actually in the middle of doing a vlog, a day in the life of me all by myself for the first time. I've not been alone in my house in, I don't know how long, a long time. So I'm in the middle of doing that vlog. So in terms of this video, I'm going to have to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. Don't forget to share it with your friends, and most importantly, don't forget to comment. I enjoy interacting with you guys in the comments. I'm just an ordinary person, just like you guys. I just happen to record videos every now and then, and yeah, let's interact. Let us hang out as well, and yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.